Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bobbi's Bookshelf. I thought I would do a short fun video of my monthly favorites for April since I'm still finishing up some reading vlogs. So hopefully this is fun for you, and if not, then just click off. No hard feelings. Um, so let's get started. My first favorite is what's your favorite moment for the month of April? And for me, it was Easter. I recently started making more friends at church through joining a Bible study, and this is the first Easter where I felt like I had people at the church to like hang with and celebrate with. This year, since moving to LA, I've had my friends, my close friends, but it's nice to feel like another source of community. And it was just nice to see everybody dressed up. And I don't know, there's something in the air. I don't if other Christians maybe felt the same, but like for this year, Easter felt really special and really needed more than other years past. So that was definitely my favorite moment. And I'm grateful that I have my friends at church and the women at church that have poured into me so much. And I had so much to be grateful for. Like I just felt so grateful all day that I'm just, yeah, it was easily my favorite moment of the month. Next up for my favorites is skincare. And I recently started using A313 cream. It's not a retinoid and it's not a retinol. I think it's like a retinoid derivative. So it's more diluted, I guess, for people with sensitive skin. And I have very sensitive skin. So I was interested getting like doing research in skincare on what type of retinoid I'd want to use. And it was suggested that I try this first just to see how my skin goes. And I immediately started to see differences. I know that it's like flooding TikTok right now, and so many actually dermatologists coming out and saying like it's not that strong, so it doesn't really do anything. But for me personally, like if you have sensitive skin, this immediately in days, like made a difference. And I'm not sponsored or anything, but my like pores minimized, my fine lines. Like I always had like lines right here from even when I was little. You can look at little like photos of me from when I was a child, and like I have those little lines, and they've significantly lessened. So easily, like this is my new favorite product. I would say that like definitely test it out if you do have sensitive skin. Like start with one day or every other day because you do feel it. Like even though it's a derivative and supposed to be diluted, I definitely felt like it heating up on my skin and all of those things. But yeah, so A313, I think it's like from the French pharmacy is the store, but I think you can also get it at a French pharmacy if you live in France or something like that. But yeah, A313. Similar to skincare, my favorite beauty product of the month is this Thrive Cosmetic lip tint, I guess. And this is a Nihe or Neha, Neha. Um, and I got this actually from work in like a free gifting kind of thing. And it looks like that. It's just like a little red lippy. But I'm trying to start to clear out like my makeup products to more clean skincare. And I checked this brand on the EWG, which is like the environmental beauty site where you can check for toxic ingredients in your skincare or beauty care, or toiletries in general, I would say. But this was way lower. Like most of their products is like a 2 or 3 on the scale. And so I use lip products every day. Like I'm a big lip color, lip tint person. So I really like it. And also, it comes on, like, I don't think I'm wearing it right now, but it comes on really blurred. So it kind of has that like French, like just been kissed kind of look to it. And um, for an everyday lip color, that's like really convenient because it just looks more natural and like I just threw this on type of thing. But this is what it looks like. My YouTuber. Okay, yeah. This is a really quick video. Okay, so my for fashion or accessories, my favorite of the month has been these new, um, semi-new, Bolin necklaces that I've gotten. These are by the designer Delara Fid Findicoglu. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I'll put it on the screen if I can. And she's like kind of known for these initial necklaces. So knowing me, like if you know me personally, like obviously I had to get a B for Bobbi, and then C for my last name. I had this one for longer. I've had this for a couple years now, and but I most recently got the B, and I also got an M for my government name. So I have one for each of my initials. Even my middle name is a C, so all my initials are covered, but I love them because I am obviously into fashion, but also I really love history and I love Tudor history and I love Anne Boleyn. So I feel like I saw a recent TikTok video. I forget what the handle is. If I can find it, I will. But I deleted my TikTok, so I'll try and find it. I think it's like curated something. But she talks about how like your fashion should be your curated interest, like it should be a reflection of yourself. And I love that as an idea just because I love fashion, but I'm definitely more into style side of fashion. And the idea of like having little pieces of yourself, like sentimental pieces that reflect other interests or hyperfixations you may have, is a really beautiful concept. And so I think that I think about that every time now when I wear this necklace or any of these necklaces. And I think also just having your initial in jewelry always just feels so playful and fun. And so if you're into Tudor history or if you're into history, like finding little things like this, like you can find these on Etsy. I kind of found, I don't know if she makes them anymore, but I found a lot of resellers on Etsy or Depop. Also, you can get a Boleyn necklace from plenty of other sellers for a better price point if these tend to run steep. But yeah, these are really special. And then also, it's like a conversation piece. Like you can share a little bit of yourself and connect with somebody. Okay, so for my next fashion fave, it is easily these Puma Speed Cat ballet flats that I just got. I found these actually for a decent price online. They just happened to have my size in like one of those like smaller stores, whether it was like a Ross or like maybe like a DSW. I'm not exactly sure. And I actually do have pink Speed Cat sneakers, so I thought I should get the black ones instead of the pink ones. These come in pink, black, and silver right now. I think also they have a white version. I don't know if it's a Speed Cat, but it's like a ballet flat Puma, ballet, like sporty ballet flat. And actually, I don't have a pair of black ballet flats, so it was kind of perfect. I have worn these all the time. I'm going to put one down while I talk. And these are way more versatile than my other ballet flats because those are kind of more shiny, more formal looking. And because these are so sporty, I can dress these up, dress these down, and they're super comfortable. And because of the elastic, you can wear them with socks, you can wear them without socks, they're still going to fit well. And my favorite part actually is the back of these, how it goes up in the back. If you wear ballet flats, you know the back of your shoes is where you get the most wear and the most discoloration just from scuffing, crossing your legs, all of those things. And so the mindfulness put into making the back a little higher, I appreciate so much. Like definitely get yourself a pair if you wear ballet flats or if that's your style. And even if you don't, like if you're more sporty, you might like these just because they are quite sporty and and give a girly touch to most outfits. So can't recommend this enough. And I think I might actually get the pink pair if I can find a decent price. As I said, like the resellers are insane, but I think they're so cute, they're so comfy, and they're just versatile. So definitely a fave. Okay, this fave may seem random, but you gotta stay hydrated, kids. And I got this for my birthday last month. My sister got me this Owala water bottle. I have used this so much. Like, I had a Hydro Flask given to me by my dad, and I love it. It's really cute. It's pink, but this one fits in my car cup holder so I can take it for hiking. I can bring it to work. Has this little top handle. It's pink. And I love that the colors are so playful but still kind of neutral. Like Owala is kind of known for that. Like they'll put multiple colors, but they're always like a little muted in tone. So it's not too loud. Like the Stanley Cups can be a little obnoxious isn't the word, but it isn't not the word. So I love these. I think they're really cute. And then besides the handle and the fact that it keeps your drink cold, it has on top this little lock so you can lock it so it's like doesn't spill in your bag or anything like that. which I love because I spill everything. This is what they're known for. It has like the straw and the spout option. So that little tiny circle at the bottom is a straw actually, and then obviously the larger portion is a spout if you prefer that. I love a straw water bottle. I wouldn't get a water bottle if it didn't have a straw. So that option is right up my alley, and it's just super, I don't know. I'm a very picky person. This kind of water bottle is perfect. Like, whoever made this, you knew what type of emotional support water bottle the girlies needed. And I just love it. Like, it makes no sense. Like, I feel like I get now the hype with the Stanley Cup girls because I'm obsessed with my water bottle and I'll bring her everywhere with me. So, if you have a gift coming up, this is a great gift to give because I wouldn't have spent this on myself, but because it was a gift from my sister, now I use it every day and I can't imagine not having it. So, with Father's Day coming up or any other holidays, if you have a friend's birthday, getting them like a really cute reusable water bottle is like a really cute unexpected gift. I definitely would say this is a fave. It's almost like beyond a fave because I just use it every day. Like, it's just such an essential, but yeah, definitely a fave since it's a recent acquisition. And obviously, since I got it in March, like April's been the real main month that I've used it, so I think it counts. The next is movie of the month, and my favorite movie this month has been Princess Mononoke. I saw that at the beginning of the month, and I love Studio Ghibli. Don't come for me in the comments if it's Ghibli, whatever. But I saw it in theaters because they were doing a rescreening, and I recently got an AMC like A-list membership for my birthday in March. So I went to the rescreening, and I think it was an IMAX or something like that, and it was just incredible. As someone who cares a lot about the environment, Studio Ghibli is always very moving because so much of his work is about protecting the environment and interplay of society and nature. That story in particular, you see how much like the villain. There's really no villain in the story. Like Princess Mononoke comes from her background of like being raised by wolves and being raised in nature and is obviously protective of that, and then also you see the benefits of society through this woman who is giving jobs to women who were, I don't know if they were trafficked or something, or like they just women who fell on hard times and giving them their economic freedom and financial freedom, and how much um, of importance that is. So I think it was just a beautiful story. Yeah, just the conversations we should be having about the environment and also um, equality and like economic fairness and societal support for the underprivileged. So, if you haven't seen it, you should go see it. And if you haven't seen it in a while, you should go re see it because um, it's very reflective of the times. For book of the month, it is Sunrise and the Reaping. This is one of the books I'm doing a reading vlog on, and it's the new Hunger Games book. I'm almost done. So hopefully you'll see that vlog soon. In the meantime, this will hold you over. But easily my favorite book of the month. Obviously, it's like my main focus. I've been reading other things, but this is my main focus because of the reading vlog. But also just to like be back in that world and see an old friend, even though it's a very sad book, as they all are. Um, it's just been a real treat, and also just like nostalgic and sentimental and familiar. And I think it just came at a really good time for me to read, like seeing Princess Mononoke, reading this book, just like conversations that we're all having in the world. Um, it makes you think and clarify what your values are and what matters to you and what you're focusing on and how you're living, even in smallest of actions. And I love media like that. That's what the purpose of art is, to reflect the human experience and to push conversation and not necessarily come to conclusions. Like, even in books like this, like Hunger Games or Princess Mononoke, like you can easily make arguments for the characters and the choices that they make, but also they really do challenge you to reflect on the ways that we justify our actions and our complacencies and things. So I love that. Lastly, I think I'm going to close on my quote or affirmation of the month. And for this month, it has been, "There are no superiors." I think it's credited to Osho, the spiritual leader, controversial spiritual leader, but as someone who is very sensitive to other people, I think I do a lot of jumping through hoops to make other people feel comfortable or to signal nonviolence in my action and my words. And so this affirmation, weirdly enough, has just let me sink back and sit back into my own energy and my own assurance, self assurance that if I'm not trying to cause harm, I don't have to jump through hoops to show and signal to other people. And if people want to come to those conclusions, they will. Just reminding myself when I want to self sabotage or I'm getting down on myself that there really are no superiors. That's whether it's animals or nature or other people, people who like idolize, put people on pedestals and like celebrities, all of those things. Like there are no superiors, and to treat the world around me with that equanimity is important and makes me just feel more comfortable throughout the day. In that, feel safe in myself and trust in myself without criticism. And it's been relieving and also just brought so much joy and like motivation and hope and inspiration back into my life because all the energy that I was putting into focusing on not like signaling kindness or signaling nonviolence or signaling complacency or cooperation, like a willingness to cooperate, I can now put into things that I really care about and trust that I am kind or I am not hurting people if um, and trusting that other people can take care of their well-being, and if they do have issues that they would come to me and talk to me about it if it comes up. um, yeah, that's been my quote of the month. Hopefully, if it helps you, leave a comment, let me know, we could talk. But April has been a beautiful month and it made me really excited for May. There's so much to look forward to, and the summer's coming and the weather is warmer. So I'm grateful for the month of April and I'm excited about May. Leave your favorites down below if you feel called to, and I'm excited to see you in the next vlogs. Thank you.